Hey, it's Victor with Social Firestarter. I've got our test website up here again, and I want to point out something very specific that can not only increase your rankings, but for a lot of people, it might actually end up changing the structure of the website that you're building. So I want to explain a very simple concept of which pages on your website you might actually want to not index. So is there ever an appropriate time to specifically tell Google not to look at one of your pages? Yes, absolutely. There's all sorts of different pages that you could have on your website that are important for them to be there, but really not important for Google at all, and they shouldn't be getting served to people. So because you are showing Google all these pages that basically have no purpose, you end up kind of bringing down the quality of your website. So let me go ahead and explain this concept so that you can understand why you might want to use it and to which pages you would want to do this to. So this might be a little bit complicated to go ahead and do this on your own, but if you have anybody that built the website for you or some sort of a developer team, this is a very, very simple thing that you can tell them to do. So we're going to talk about no indexing. So using a no index tag basically designates the page. It tells Googlebot don't place this on Google. So I'm actually already loaded up on a page that shouldn't be getting shown to Google. And this is one that's pretty much on every law firm's website. So this is the Contact Us page. Now, why am I looking at this? Well, most people's contact pages look very similar to this. They might have a little bit of content, just a few sentences, maybe a map. Usually it's just a contact form on there and some contact details. Now, that information, that content, it really doesn't serve any purpose other than the people on your website already. If they want to see how to contact you, they go and visit that. But as far as serving this page specifically to people, there's not really that much use to be doing this. So this would actually be one of the pages that you can mark as no index. You're not going to get hurt by this at all. It just kind of simplifies the structure of your website and increases the priority on all of your actual good content. So the overall goal is to create a website where every single page that is actually shown to Google and allowed to index, all of those have to be on point. They have to be high quality, very relevant, and optimized to then actually give you a really good improvement on your quality score. Just overall, the quality of your website just goes up. If the only thing that Google is really going to crawl frequently is the stuff that people really want to look at, the stuff with answers, the stuff with value on it. So another common page that I would no index, and this isn't always, this is only sometimes, the About Us page. In this example, there's a lot of content. So this is for sure indexed, and I allow for it. But there's a lot of attorneys that have an About Us page that does not have very much info, or maybe it's just copy-pasted info from their homepage. So in that case, if it's just the same content on your homepage and there's really not much on here, again, you want to no index this page. Let me scroll to the bottom just to point out a few different things. Terms of service, privacy policy, very important parts of the website, right? But privacy policy, what you have written in there does not benefit anybody that's looking for answers on Google. It also very likely has a lot of content that's seen elsewhere online. So it's just that there's really no point to be indexing that and serving that up to people. So again, you keep it on your website, but you mark it as no index. Same with any sort of terms of service, legal speak like that, does not need to be indexed. And then the last one, this is a huge one. This is a huge one because if you don't do it, it ends up creating problems with efficiency with your website. Because again, there's Googlebot has to actually crawl through every page on your website. Let's say you consolidate everything to like a perfect 100 pages of content versus 200 pages where 100 of them are just nonsense, like pages without value, or pages that are just holding info from a page that's already been crawled. So sounds a little bit confusing, but if you're on WordPress and you go to your /blog page, it's where it aggregates all your blog pages, your blog posts, right? But all of these are already getting crawled. So there's really no point for Google to crawl this type of like a category page that's aggregating the posts within the category. This does not need to get served to people. Another thing that you can no index, and depending on how many blog posts you have, you might have tons and tons and tons of pages for this category. All of that, it starts to produce tons and tons and tons of inefficiencies for Googlebot. So just a concept there that you can apply across your website. Again, going after value. Are these pages valuable? Have I already covered this topic on a different page? Does this even need to be here? Who is this best served to? If you can't answer those questions, then maybe that page should not be on the website, or at least it should not be getting shown to Google to be indexed. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have questions about that. Let me know if you've got tons and tons of pages that you need to no index. But thanks for watching.